It's officially after the 4th of July. We're gonna hit up a few more stores and see what Halloween stuff they're setting out. For anyone new here, I'm Sarah. I'm an East Tennessee local. I do spooky shopping videos mostly in East Tennessee. I have done them in Arizona, Virginia, Kansas, I think California, a few other places, so I do get around. But like I said, I'm mostly in the East Tennessee area. Usually the 4th of July marks the official start of Halloween season. Stores really start to go hard at this time. The first store we're going to go into is Homesense. They're part of the Home Goods family. We're going to start there. Make sure you watch the video to the end so you can see all the stores that I visit. If you're here for spooky content like that, make sure you hit subscribe and let's go. As I said, first up for today is Homesense. I saw some pictures someone posted in the Halloween Facebook group, stuff that they saw here the other day, and there's a few things that piqued my interest. They have these wooden cutouts. There's a Frankenstein monster, vampire, there's a witch, and they are $34.99. There's a light up pumpkin stack. It says it's 80. I'm not sure what this is, but it doesn't really feel plastic. Here's a light up sign that says Happy Halloween with spiders and spider webs. This broom parking is $100. It feels very sturdy. It's not something that's cheaply made. This guy here, I don't know how tall he is, but he's definitely taller than me. And he is $149.99. Here's a spooky mirror shaped like a coffin, and this is $50. Here is another one. Let me check the price. That one is also $50. Here's the end cap over here with a bunch of stuff. There's these big witch dolls. I would say they're about 3 feet tall. It says they're 50. I love these. Reminds me of the Halloweentown pumpkin, $29.99. Two different ceramic Halloween trees. They're both 30. Here's a metal skeleton. He's 20. There's a Bluey down here with his little jack-o'-lantern. He's $25.99. There's Jack Skellington for 30. There's two different versions of him. There's like a Dracula version and then him in his little striped getup. Here's some Jack Skellington statues. $19.99. A hand with a snake, $9.99. Sally, there's $16.99. Here's a pink one, also $16.99. Over here we got some pastel stuff going on. This is similar to the stuff that they've been having at TJ Maxx and Marshall's. $8.99 for that. Let's see. Ooh, this is a big old family party. This is $19.99. Here's like the pastel version, also $19.99. Oh, here's Stitch Halloween snow globe, $19.99. Here's more multicolored ghosts. TJ Maxx had something similar. Little Cyclops, $12.99. Frankenstein head, $16.99. Cute little Dracula, he's $19.99. Okay, so I checked one of those statues. They all tend to be like the same price. So this guy here is $19.99. So I'm gonna guess that all those are also $19.99 or pretty darn close. All right, and this stack of pumpkin that lights up is $24.99. It's Jack Skellington jack-o'-lanterns. Here's a ceramic skull, $16.99. Oh, I got this guy at TJ Maxx. They have him for $12.99. That's probably what I paid as well. There's these stuffed pumpkins, $14.99. They have beading on them. Okay, so these cauldrons, it looks like it's a set of 3. There's a small, a medium, and a large, and they're all tied together. And it looks like the set is $24.99. This guy here is $7.99. So this guy is $14.99. And then there is this light up house back here. And this house is $24.99. Here's another cute little house. Summerween vibes that lights up. Here's a couple, $14.99. And then here's a light up pumpkin skull. And this is $16.99. All right, they have so much stuff here. I'm not gonna go and look at every single thing because it's just frankly too much. But they have this haunted house. More crystal balls. This one here is $30. There's this giant stack of skulls. Oh, that says it lights up too. Oh yeah, that's cool. Some more snow globes, skulls on books. Here's a black ghost that lights up. These are cool. Those guys are 8. Here's like a set of 3 cauldrons back there. This is like that ghost that got viral from Cracker Barrel. How much are they charging? I do not see a price on that. Let's see, there's a stack of pumpkins. Here's this Frankenstein's monster with his little bubble gum. Pumpkin house. I think I remember that from like Marshall or TJ Maxx last year. Of course, I love the black cat. So this mummy cake is 30 bucks. This guy is also 30 bucks. And then here's this giant mummy. And I do not, oh, I can see up under there, he is 70 bucks. So he is 70 bucks if you want him. Ceramic ghost, a ceramic pumpkin. Here's more ceramic ghosts. Here's some ghosts saying spooky. More stacks of books. There's some witches under there. Butterflies on a skull. Here's some like partying skeletons and ghosts. This one says spirits welcome and it's $7.99. This guy, he got his little eyeball martini in a bottle. It's also $7.99. You got this little felt guy, $16.99. Big Frankenstein lanterns there with candles, electronic candles. There's a witch. Here's a skeleton with his little cocktails. He's also $7.99. And this one says here for the booze. And that one's only $6.99. Over here they have a whole bunch of different witches, and then they have a couple more of those black cats with the witch's hat. Here's a palm, $6.99. Some more snow globe, crystal ball sort of things. Ooh, I like these. These are like iron. So I guess these are like candlestick holders or something. They feel like they're like wrought iron or something. And they are $16.99. They got some more stuff just randomly scattered here. Another one of those mirrors, and here's another bluey. Here's some Martha Stewart pillows. This one's $14.99, and then this bigger one's $16.99. Here's some fleece blankets. This one has like skulls. $19.99. 60 by 70. Here's another one. This one feels better. I like this type of fleece better than this. They have the Sherlock Holmes collection here. $19.99. It has these 6 books. That's pretty cool. Little set. So here, amongst nothing else that's even remotely Halloween themed, are these glass items here. So this bigger one is $14.99. Smaller ones, $12.99. These are cute. Here's some more Halloween stuff. Here's a little witch Hello Kitty. She's cute. $19.99. Oh, here's a big jumbo Stitch mug. It's only $12.99. There's another pumpkin on a stand. He's $29.99. Black cat. Black cat's $24.99. This ceramic owl haunted house sort of thing is $34.99. Hello Kitty salt and pepper shakers are $12.99. It's a black cat sitting on a skull. There's Hello Kitty wearing a black cat costume sitting on a jack-o'-lantern. This big old guy here sitting on this sectional is 60 bucks. I just did another lap around and I guess I missed this the first time, but here's one of the little paintings and it is $14.99. Little ghost walking his ghost doggy. Here we have some pillows with ghosts and the ribbons, the bows. Here's a longer pillow with 3 pink ghosts. These ones are $29.99. Big old pink stuffed jack-o'-lantern pillow. They're $24.99. And over here are some fleece blankets. So it looks like this is like a set of 2 and it's $39.99. So you get the black one and then you get this pink one. Here's some more pillows up here. That one up there says it's $25.25. That one's also $25. A few other blankets here. They have a ton of stuff up here. This thing here says it's hand carved wood. $17.99. It's pretty cool. Some sweet treats. Bunch of different sheet ghosts. Here's a cute little black cat. It's only $7.99. Here's a bat decorative pillow at sequins. It's 20 bucks. Buckle up, witches, tonight we fly. That is $9.99. Here's a ballerina skeleton. $7.99. There's a cauldron down there. Here's a cute little ghost reading a book. So this is a candle. It's called Midnight Mist. Kind of smells like a clean men's cologne. It's a $9.99. Set of 3 iridescent ghosts, and it says they're LED lighted. And here, if you go through the little corral to get you to the register, they have even more stuff. Here's some sort of like metallic jack-o'-lantern bat for $16.99. This guy has like a frown going on. He's $16.99, sequined. Here's a ghost serving tray. This is $9.99. Down here is the hand towel section. So this one has like an applique of a ghost with his pumpkin spice latte. Ooh, these are 100% organic cotton. You get 2 of them for $12.99. So every single towel here that I've looked at all says it's 100% organic cotton. So that's really cool. I like this one. This is kind of like Harry Potter vibes, witchy vibes. Then they have this black version. This one has 3 different designs. That's cool. Then there's this pink version. This one's kind of like Halloween and fall. You get 3 with that as well. Then there's this more terry cloth sort of vibe. Oh, that's cute. Here's a stack of pumpkins. Here's a little jack-o'-lantern guy with a witch hat. It says boo. They have some crystal stuff here. Here's a box of black obsidian. $8.99. Oh, and here's rose quartz. $7.99. That's $7.99. I think I just said $8.99, but it's $7.99. And here is another set for $9.99. If you ever wanted to do like a DIY ghosty picture, these are good options here that you could buy. And then apparently, I have not done it, but apparently it's very easy just to add like a little sheet ghost or however many you want to add onto the canvas. All right, and here we are back at home. I already did a video earlier showing stuff that they had back in June. Here we are now in July. So they do close at 10 p.m. It's only 8:50. It looks like they still do not have all their giant inflatables. I do see some up there, but normally this whole area here will be completely filled with a bunch of inflatables. They do have all this new stuff though. Tombstone. Here's a big old skeleton. He's 120. There's a little trick-or-treat bowl for 25. That's a cool clock there. Here's a little guy where you can put your trick-or-treat candy in there. It says he's 150. Some big old pillows. So this one, I'm not going to look at the price of all of them, but this one's 40. So an educated guess is that these are also going to be around 40. Hey, look at this guy. He is creepy. His top hat. There's that clock again. That's really cool. I like that clock. Oh, here he goes moving. Huh. And then this guy just caught the corner of my eye. He's creepy. Okay, this is super cool for $12.99. Vampire mouth. That's super cool. Here's some crows. And I like this. It says unwelcome. I have a thing against putting welcome signs because I do not welcome people into my home. Here's a close-up of these guys here. Here they have that unwelcome mat here on the floor. You can see it better. Here's a cool resin skeleton lamp, $150. All right, these are very cool. They're only $5, and it looks kind of like blood dripping over a black pumpkin. Here's a white one. That one's $7.99. These are $4.99. This is cool. $1.99. That's cheap. And they have this candle for $19.99. It's one of those bleeding ones. And this is glass right here. Here are these crows. They're $6.99. It's like a glass coffin shelf. That's really cool. Here's a cameo, $14.99. They have these 4-inch tombstones for $2.99. And down here they have 6-inch tombstones for $4.99. Here's a gargoyle for $12.99. Here's a tombstone. It says it lights up. $12.99. These are cool. Come in for a bite. This is only $2.99. This one's cool. That's also $2.99. He has little bedazzled eyes. And then this one looks like it's a raven on top of this skull. It's $9.99. They have some like fake black succulents. Down here they have a Midnight Shadows raven lamp for 30 bucks. This big clock is $16.99. It's pretty substantial. Feels well made. Here's some more lantern things. Some more down here. They have all sorts of skeletons here. They have the groundbreaker one. That's like one of those 10-foot tall ones here. And everything in between. I'm not gonna go look at every single one. Tombstones here. These guys here are $80. Angel skeleton sitting on a tombstone. Here's a Grim Reaper. Here is this statue guy. He's pretty tall. All right, over here they have all the fall stuff too. Looks cute. They have this girl again. That was like kind of popular a year or two ago. More front door mats down here. They're $12.99. Here's all sorts of different pillows. All different sizes. I'll just let the camera roll on those. They have this classic black cat pillow here. Here's an end cap full of different color skeletons that you can hang up, and there's some candles, battery operated candles. We have some table runners here, some mugs, ghost serving dish. These are ceramic, $9.99. Some placemats. They have this Salem sign. I think I got that 2 years ago. They have that back. Some more hanging stuff. Here's some peanut items. Peanut guys, Charlie Brown and Snoopy. Some velvet hanging skeletons, $12.99. This one's cool. It's like a bottle cap. It's $9.99. Hocus Pocus. Here's one of those ghost pictures like I was talking about when I was in Homesense, where you could make your own like ghost just standing under a tree or whatever. They have this one here for $14.99. And on the other side of this aisle is like the giant wall of animal skeletons. And then they have these bags of skulls here still. I think they were here last time I came. Over here's a bunch of yardsticks. I like the eyes and the Venus flytrap ones. Yeah, those are cute. Pastel pumpkins here, $17.99. These are cool. I like this floral one. I've not seen one like that before. I checked the price on this one and it is $19.99. Of course, this is wood. These are some cool yardsticks up here. I like that one with the plants and the planter. I like that cauldron one. There's a Welcome Foolish Mortals. Of course, I like that one. Haunted Mansion vibes. All right, more unwelcome signs and welcome signs. Down here, some more doormats. That one looks like a Ouija board. They have some spooky florals here. And then this guy, he is real creepy. $16.99. Poison bottles. $6.99. There's some Halloween tree balls, shatterproof, $25 for $9.99. Up there's a light up spider cocoon. That is pretty gross. And there's the gauze. Down here we have the giant wall of pumpkins. And there's Stitch. There's a bunch of different garlands. Looks like they're all $7.99. They have these cameos. I think those have been around a few years. They are $14.99. These two have been around for a while. This one I don't think I've seen before. I've not seen that one before. Down here for 50 bucks is a Halloween skeleton mirror. Says it's about 13 by 3 by 21. There's a bunch of lighting stuff. Bunch of different illusions you can put so your house looks like it has a design on it. There's some eyes, a girl, skeleton. Here is their spooky town stuff. They have more than when I came here last time. They only had 2 different sets. They had the cinema and they had the house. Now they have a diner. They have the video store, and they have like this witch set here. It's like a Hansel and Gretel sort of deal. I did a whole video on Spooky Town, but I did the pieces at Michael's, so go and watch that. And I mentioned in that video, if you're looking to get started, I would actually recommend getting something like this. It's like a starter set. You get the house, you get some trees, some little figurines to put around there. It does look like this set is $119.99. The cinema is also $119.99. The spider diner is shockingly also $19.99. I don't see a price on this one, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably also $119.99. So with all of these though, they come with multiple pieces. So any of these would kind of be good if you wanted to start. That's why they're a little bit more expensive than at Michael's. If you buy one of their sets or pieces, it comes with like just the house, just the building. And you would have to buy like all these trees, all these little figurines separately. So that's why these ones are more expensive. Like these ones, like each one of these people are probably at least like $7, $8 for like all this different stuff. The tree would be more. Here's some more lighting. The end cap says everything here is under $10. It looks like all of these are $8.99. Here's a shelving unit of jack-o'-lanterns that light up. And they have a Jack Skellington kind, and then just some other different colored ones. Looks like for $34.99 they're gonna have a 3-foot toothless inflatable. Here's Stitch. Oh, and there's Bluey. Here's all these inflatables. I already went over these in my other at-home video, so if you want to see the details on that, go back and watch that. I will say this one is new. This was not here. This is $14.99. It's a blow-up coffin, 3.5 foot. They still have all these doormats. Here's the one that I liked because it reminds me of Haunted Mansion, $12.99. This was also not here last time I came for $159.99. There's these LED skeletons carrying a coffin. I think that's also new. A LED skeleton hand lantern, red LED eyes. He's 3.6 feet tall. And here's the price, $229.99. Here's some blow molds. I showed all these, I think, in my other video, so go check that out. Here's that dapper skeleton guy from up front. He is $199.99. Here's a Grim Garden animated groundbreaker for 50 bucks. And then this guy here is called a pop-up pumpkin reaper, and he's $79.99. Here's a Nightmare Before Christmas outdoor mat for $14.99. Looks like there's actually different ones in here, and they're all pictured here. They have Mickey and Minnie. Oh, they have the big pumpkin from Disneyland. They have Peanuts, Snoopy. All right, here's some creepy creatures. There's some more creepy plants. $9.99. Here's a Venus flytrap with an eyeball. $19.99. This thing's super creepy because I don't like mushrooms. It's 20 bucks. Okay, in my last video I said at home needs some creepy gnomes, and lo and behold, here's some for $24.99. It's part of the Grim Garden collection. These say that they light up and that batteries are included. I like those. Here's all the little spell books and potion section, witchy vibes. Some candles, cauldron candle, love potion bottle, $4.99. Oh, here's a black cat. He lights up. $9.99. There he goes, lit up. I think I would probably have him just sitting there not lit up. Here's Hecate's Deadly Nightshade Poison, locally made, 8 ounces. It's only $2.99. Here's some more spell bottles, $4.99. Stack of books, spells, curses, and potions, $14.99. Here's a little black cat faux book, The Moon. Inside is like a box and it's like velveteen inside. Here's another witchy black cat. This lights up. It's $9.99. More potion bottles. I like this. It's like a little shadow box. Lights up. This is $14.99. There's a Welcome Witches mat. $12.99. They have a candle for $7.99. It's called Basic Witch. Forest fruit, rose thorn, moon water, and wilted bloom. Spooky edition. Just kind of smells fruity. Like a generic fruity candle. More pillows, 100% That Witch. Ooh, I like these glittery pumpkins, glass pumpkins there. Here we have like classic Halloween vibes, the black, the white, the orange. More of these giant stuffed skeletons that I feel like kind of started popping up last year and got popular, and then like every store had their own version. Oh, there's that banjo guy. He's been around for a couple of years. Here's a little ghost in his pickup truck, $14.99, with his jack-o'-lanterns in there. All right, here's another candle also for $7.99. This one's called Feelin' Spooky. Then it's described as pumpkin spice, sandalwood, cedarwood, musk, and tonka. That one just has kind of like a generic fall sort of scent. I can definitely smell the pumpkin spice in there. Here's some cute jack-o'-lantern witch baskets. Here's some other pumpkin decor. This end cap here is a giant wall of fleece Halloween throws, and it looks like they're all $9.99. All sorts of varieties. Over here in this corner is like the girly vibes, Halloween stuff. Lots of pinks. There's a pink floor mat, $12.99. There's a pink doormat, that's $12.99. Seems to be the going price. Let's see, we have the black stuffed cat with the ghost on its collar, and it has vampire teeth. Here's a bunch of different skulls. They're all like the velvet slash flocked. And then these ones are like the disco ball. Here's a jack-o'-lantern cat. Hey Boo, $9.99. Then there's a 2.5 foot pink jack-o'-lantern inflatable for $11.99. It looks like this pink line over here is called the Hey Boo line. There's some more yard stakes. Love You to the Tomb and Back, and there's an iridescent one. Floor mats, these are still all part of that Hey Boo line. This little teddy bear skeleton with the rainbow eyes is $34.99. Some more iridescent decor here. And of course they're gonna have the trick-or-treat baskets or buckets. These are $1.49. Those ones are $1.49, and then looks like these are $3.99. This one here is $1.99. It has the candy meter. You can see how much candy you got with that clear panel. And then here's a 0 that lights up. That's cool. 0 is $24.99. Here's some more candles. So this one's black cognac and rum, and it actually smells kind of good. That one's vanilla pumpkin and bourbon. It kind of just smells like vanilla pumpkin. $17.99. $17.99. Here's another one, spiced cedar and santal. Definitely smells like spiced cedars. It's a good scent though. They have some party supplies. Here's some little mini blow molds. They're $24.99. Nightmare Before Christmas, Oogie Boogie, and Jack. We're Before wrapping up the video, I want to do a little mini haul. I try not to go crazy in the store. I kind of like to do a middle ground. I will buy something if I like it, but I'm not gonna just buy everything just because I like it. At Homesense, I was tempted by several things, but I ultimately only left with 2 things. They actually were not even Halloween stuff, but I'll show them anyways. I got these 2 30-ounce Stanleys. My mom wanted one, and then I wanted one as well. At home, I got these 2 crows. I'm gonna keep one, and I'm gonna give one to my oldest son. We both really like these birds. And lastly, I got this gargoyle. He was the only one that I saw. I like gargoyles. I already have 2 in front of my house. This guy's only $12.99. Yeah, so the more the merrier for me. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and watching it all the way through. If you're into this type of content, please consider subscribing. I have a lot more planned for this Halloween season, plus other stuff as well. Consider giving me a thumbs up. Feel free to leave me a comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.